Welcome to the City of Liverpool College. My name's Angela Cox and I'm the Deputy Principal here at the college. And myself and the Principal, Elaine Bowker, wanted to meet with as many students as possible during the first couple of weeks here with you at the college to give you a flavour of what it feels like to be a student here at the college, what you should be expecting from us, but more importantly, what we would expect from you as a student here, and some of the wider learning opportunities that we provide here at the college. I know for some of you, you've been inundated by information, you've met a lot of new members of staff, your heads are probably swimming with information at the moment, but I do just want to introduce two very important people to you that you've maybe not come across on a daily basis, but you should know who they are. So the first one is Katie Spall, and Katie is the Assistant Principal for City 6. So Katie's responsible for all of the students in the City 6 faculty, and Aaron Booth, who is the President of our Student Union, and you'll speak to Aaron, or you'll hear from Aaron a little bit more in a minute. So I want to start by telling you about our values as a college, and these values inform all our decisions that we make as an organisation, how we do things, but more importantly we expect these values to filter through and be reflected in how you conduct yourself and apply yourself while you're here at college. So the first thing is that we aim to be outstanding in everything we do. And we think we get that right about 90% of the time. We don't get it right 100% of the time. And when we don't get it right, we want to hear from you. We want to know what it feels like to be a student here at the City of Liverpool College and what we can do to make your experience here better. The other aspect of that is that while you're here, we will challenge you. It will be tough. It's not good enough just to bump along and get the minimum that you can achieve in order to progress on. We want you to be absolutely at the top of your game, because the students up and down the country leaving college every year with exactly the same qualifications as you. So we need you to reach your full potential so that you go out and get the best university places and the best jobs, and in the future they're ambassadors for the college when you go on in your future life and tell people about your experiences here. We're really proud that we're an innovative and progressive college. We like to do things differently wherever we can, and that means that we're a key strategic player within the city region. That's important for two reasons. One is employers tell us what it is they're expecting from our students, so that we equip you with the skills you need for the jobs of the future. It also means that from time to time opportunities come up within the city for students to get engaged with large employers, and that means that you become known to them, and when jobs become available, quite often the employers come to us first to secure those positions. The other thing is that we're an inclusive college and we respect everyone as an individual. We like the fact that students are different, and we don't want you to all act in exactly the same way, but that does mean for it to work that we have a mutual respect. So we respect you as a student body and your views, but equally you need to respect each other and the environment that you're working in. You'll be glad to hear I'm not suggesting I go through each one of these in turn, but there are posters all over the college which outline our commitment to you in terms of teaching and learning. We know if we get these 10 things right, then you will be successful on your programme. When we don't get them right, then we want to hear from you, and I will give you some information a little bit later on which will give you access to telling us when things aren't going so well. There are two things that we're really focusing on this academic year, and we're paying particular attention to those. One is around assessment. Your basic entitlement as a student is to have a well planned out assessment schedule. You should know when your assessments are taking place to allow you to prepare for those assessments, and equally you should get high quality feedback which informs you about how well you're doing and what else you need to do to progress on to the next level. That feedback should be timely, within 2 to 3 weeks. If we're not providing you with that, then you need to let us know. The second thing is about your learning targets. Over the coming weeks, your course tutors will be getting to know you, will beginning to understand what your strengths are, what your areas for development are. Within 4 to 6 weeks' time, every single student in the college should have learning targets. You should be very clear about what we're expecting from you and how you're going to achieve those. And then periodically through the year, you should be getting feedback on how well you're doing with those learning targets. Again, if you're not getting those, then we need to hear about that. So coming to college is very different from being in school, and that's great because we don't want it to be a school environment. We have very little rules and regulations, but we do have some basic expectations, and we come in hard with those expectations. The reason being, we know if we get these expectations right and your commitment, then you'll be successful on your programme. Learning's a two-way thing. You can't just sign up to do a course here at the college and not commit to the programme and actively engage in your programme of study. So the first thing we've covered, and that's about being respectful to your fellow classmates and to the environment that you're operating in. The second thing is about attending college. We know, and all the research tells us, is that if you don't attend college, then you're less likely to achieve. If you're not engaged in the learning, you will miss aspects of your syllabus. That leaves gaps in your learning when you go on to do your exams. So we expect students to attend college 100% of the time, and only on a very rare occasion would we expect you to be absent, and you've got to let your tutor know when that's the case. The next expectation is that you're punctual for your lessons. We expect all our lessons to start on time. For lessons to start on time, then we need you to be on time for your lessons. And that's for two reasons. One is, it's really disruptive and disrespectful for the other students in your class if their learning's been disrupted by you arriving late. But the second thing is, in the future at some point, you're going to go out into the world of work. If you're constantly late for your employer, then you won't have a job for very long. So the expectation is that you attend college and you're on time for all your lessons. The third aspect is that you complete the work that is set for you. So you engage in the learning. So if you're asked to complete homework, if you're asked to go on the VLE, if you're asked to complete a piece of research, that's completed before you come into the lesson. If you don't complete those pieces of work, then you will not be able to fully engage with the learning, and that's a barrier. There is another side to this, and every academic year we have a few students who avoid handing in a key piece of work right until the last minute, and then we find that actually they've been struggling with that part of the course for the whole year. Our commitment to you is that we provide you with everything you need in order to achieve your qualification. But for us to do that, you must tell us the minute you start to struggle with an aspect of your work. Don't bury your head in the sand, because it will come back to haunt you later on. Make sure you speak to someone, and we will provide you with the support you need in order to be successful. The last thing around expectations of you is to engage in the wider college community. And the reason for this is because, as I said previously, when you all leave here, you'll be securing the best places at university, you'll be securing the best jobs. Thousands of students up and down the country are leaving with exactly the same qualification. On your CVs and your UCAS application forms, universities and employers are looking for those extras. What makes you a better candidate than some of the other people that are applying with the same grades? So it's really important you get involved in the wider college community. We've got an advantage over a lot of institutions. We're one of the largest colleges in England. It means that we can offer you a bit more in terms of development and learning, so that you can get those things onto your CVs and UCAS application forms. So the first thing we're going to talk about in terms of the wider college community is the student union, and I'm going to hand over to Aaron Booth, who's going to talk to you about some of the activities taking place.
Hello everyone, my name's Aaron Booth and I'm the Student Union President. I'm really excited about the things that we're going to be doing this year at the Student Union, as it's the first time we've had a fully independent union, and it's actually one of the first in the city. This year we're organising the Freshers' Fair, so tomorrow and Thursday, the 18th and... No, let's start again, sorry. This is so weird. I actually need people to talk to. Come sit closer or something. It's just so odd. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Aaron Booth and I'm the Student Union President. This year, it's the first year we've had a fully independent student union at the college, and it's actually the first student union in the FE Student Union in the city. This year we've organised our Freshers' Fair, which is on tomorrow and Thursday, the 18th and 19th of September, from 11 till 6. And at the Freshers' Fair we're going to be launching some of the things you can get involved with at the college this year. We've got loads of stuff happening at the Freshers' Fair. It's going to be festival themed, so we've got some bands playing all day. We've got fake grass like AstroTurf. We also have free pizzas and free Subway sandwiches. We also have loads of free drinks, competitions to get involved with, and activities to get involved with. At the Freshers' Fair, we're going to be launching the two main things the union are going to be focusing on this year, our societies and our elections. Our societies gives the students the chance to start their own clubs and societies by coming to us, so that we can help you set it up and we can help you get funding to fund the society. Whether it's you need to spend that money on going on trips and buying equipment for it, we can help you set it up. And it could be anything from a tabletop gaming society to a knitting society. The other thing that we're going to be launching is our volunteer officer elections. So at the union, we're going to have 13 officer positions who decide and choose how we're going to spend our money. You choose on what we spend our money on, so such as what events we organise, what nights out we go on, and anything else that the union might fund throughout the year. At the Freshers' Fair, we're also launching all the stuff that you can get involved with the student engagement team. So that's media opportunities, such as the college radio and newspaper. It's enterprise activities, such as the Enterprise Club. And you've got loads of volunteering opportunities that we do throughout the year. I'd just like to say welcome to the City of Liverpool College, and I hope you have a great year, and I hope you get involved with the student union as well. Thanks.
Okay, so the next aspect of the wider college community is around enterprise. So it might be you want to be the next Richard Branson. You might just want to have loads and loads of ideas in your head, and you just don't know how to turn them into a money-making scheme. The reason enterprise is really important is we know nationally 80% of people at one point in their lives have considered setting up their first business. Only 20% realise that dream. And when we spoke to, not me personally, but when people were spoken to about that, what they said was they didn't know where to go to get advice on setting up their business plan, accessing startup loans, how to approach the right people. We can provide you with all of that here at the college. We're part of a national organisation, Gazelle Colleges, where we have like-minded individuals up and down the country promoting enterprise for our students. What this means for you is You can attend the Enterprise Club. It runs every Wednesday afternoon. You can have access to guest speakers, master classes, attend national competitions, attend national conferences, have mentoring from business partners who really are at the top of their game here within the city region, but also have access to worldwide business people who have been hugely successful. Aaron himself gained his first startup loan from Richard Branson through the college last academic year. So if you think one day after university that you will want to start up your own business, then I would strongly encourage you to join the Enterprise Club. The second thing is about our student involvement days. We have 3 academic days a year where we don't run regular classes and where we expect students to get involved in some sort of volunteering activity. So we'd expect every student to do that once during the academic year. And there's 2 reasons for that. One is we are a college right in the centre of our city. We're a community college. It's the right thing to do that we give something back to our community. But the second thing is universities and employers absolutely love it when it's on your UCAS application form or your CV that you've undertook some volunteering work. Now we are formulating our plans for this at the moment. We've got some idea of who we want to work with, but you're all part of the local community. You will know of specific groups that actually you think we could do something to support them. You'll have your own ideas about how you might want to take part. It's much more fun if you own it and take control of it as a group rather than someone telling you what the opportunities are to get involved. We've got a thriving sports community here at the college. The lower levels here at the Lex, we've got a fully equipped gym and a sports hall. This isn't a definitive list of the activities, these are the ideas we've had so far. We want to know what it is you want us to organise in terms of sporting activities. You can feed in to Becky or Suzanne at the Freshers' Fair over the next couple of days, or you can email them directly. Lastly, I said to you at the beginning of the presentation that it's really important for us, we hear from you about what college feels like from a student perspective. Obviously, your usual forms of communication will be through your course tutor, and will be through your individual lecturers, will be through your head of school. Obviously, Katie is always around and about. Please make sure you stop her in the corridors, stop me in the corridors, tell us how your experience is going here at the college. But there are other ways to contact us, and one is the reporter email, where you can send anything through, and I pick all of those up and respond to each one. And by far the most popular form of communicating with the senior management team is through Buzz the Boss. And the Buzz the Boss goes right through to the principal's office, Elaine Bowker's office, and Elaine responds to every single student who buzzes her in terms of what's going on in their course. We want to know what's going really well. We want to know what you want more of. We want to know what you want less of. And we want to know what isn't going so well. Remember, this is your college. We know, looking at all of you today, we want you to be successful. But for that to happen, it's got to be a two-way relationship. We need to know when things aren't going right so we can put them right for you. Thank you very much for listening. I know you're going to have a fantastic time here during the academic year in City 6. I know it'll be challenging and the staff will work you hard, but I really look forward to seeing you all at the end of the year when you're progressing on to the next level. Thank you very much.